Well, good morning. It's been a while since I've made a video. Been out of town a lot. Went out to Colorado for a little while. Um, I've been back about a month and been out hunting on occasion. Uh, y'all remember from my previous videos, I started finding a lot of stuff out in my yard. Um, it's really tough because everything is in the top 8 to 10 inches where all the tree roots are. So I've had a real hard time. Uh, I've gone to a couple other places and I've found a few pieces I'm going to share with y'all. Let me know what you think, and killer surprise at the end. Matter of fact, I better take it off here. Just a very killer surprise. One of the best ones I've found. Let's go over some of this stuff. Just a lot of tools here. A lot of flake tools. Some scrapers or preforms, I guess. This is a little dart. That I found. I'm guessing that's a piece of a pipe. If y'all have seen a pipe like that before, let me know. It's made out of some kind of clay stuff. Then a lot of broken little dart points, broken tips, and that looks half-sided, but it's whole like that, built on a flake. And a really weird tool over here. It looks to me like it may have been a half an arrow or something, except it's got this I don't know, diagonal vertical slice to it. And then if you look at the backside, I don't know if you can see it, but from about halfway up, that thing was worked up to a point on the back where it looks like it was split in half. Definitely a lot of good workings on the edges and stuff. And it's worked on every side, all the way around, the bottom, top, and on the inside. So I guess it's some kind of tool. Then a nice little, I don't know, nice little dart point or something, little point. And oop, yeah, drop it. Glad I moved that one. Some kind of tool. It's worked on all three sides here. Never seen a three-sided cutting tool, and it's only worked at the top. The bottom of the rock is still, I can't even hang on to that. Looks like it's got a place for your thumb right in the bottom of it. Kind of weird, just an old tool, but I like old tools. And it's more scrapers or preforms, I guess. I don't know what you call them. That's pretty much a preform. Pretty just about guaranteed. It looked like they started thinning right here, and we're going to thin it up, and never finished. There's another one. I don't know if that's a whole point or not. It looks like a little bit of damage up there at the tip, and then reworked into like a blunt. I don't know. I just don't know. Here's a interesting piece. The edge is sheared and then worked off on both sides here. And then it's got a I don't know. LA Country guy could help me with this one here. I don't know if that's a preform or what. The bottom isn't worked at all, and it's actually feels like it was ground on one side and got a little sharp edge on the other. It's really weird because this is perfectly round, almost like it's the cortex of the rock up here, but then it's got that lip like a cutting tool. I don't know what to make of it. I'm just a really cool translucent flake knife. And let's get to the big huge monster disappointment killer of yesterday. I don't even know what to think about this. The piece is almost 2 inches wide. Very thin. This would have been a monster piece. Snapped off there at the bottom. I don't even know why they would use a tool so big out here in Louisiana. A little Morrow Mountain. Got just a hair bit of tip damage, but hey, I'll take it. Pretty little piece. Then, old, I don't know what kind of arrow you call it. Not familiar. It's archaic, it looks, pretty rough. Crude point, but it's perfect. Been broken, reworked, but there is not a chip on this thing anywhere. And then, wow, what can I say? Wow. Almost 4 3/4 inches. This is a huge red point. Almost didn't find it. It's kind of thick. Not point. I don't know. Call it knife, spear, lance, whatever. It's got a pretty good tip to it. Looks like a teeny itty bitty tiny piece of the tip came off. The rest of it's whole. Again, it looks like it's a Morrow Mountain type. Let's go over to this. I think it's some kind of axe or something. I know this edge is worked around. That edge is worked out. The back edge is worked out. I'm thinking it was some kind of hand axe or something. Got a real flat edge up at the top here. Then on this side, I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but it's highly polished right in here, and it's almost got like it's got a huge indentation on this side and another indentation over here, probably a multi-purpose nutting stone, hand axe, kind of tool. Really kind of neat. And then I found that nutting stone. It's not very deep, but it's in there. Highly polished right here on the high edge on this side. Also on the back, this is all really highly polished right in here. I don't know if they ground with it or whatnot. And then it's got, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what to think about that. It broke out, but it looks rough, but it's really smooth. I don't know. And then the coup de grace, the big deal, the absolute, oh my god, once in a lifetime find for me anyways. I know you guys find these all the time and probably not a big deal to you, but let's get a side view of it first. Oh god, what a tease, right? My fingernails are thicker than this thing. Serious. Look at that. I guess you call them Catahulas. Look at that. Just an absolutely stunning piece. It's not broke anywhere. It's about 1.25 inches long. Well, actually 1 3/8 inches. Found it pretty close to the same site I found that Heartbreaker. The tit damage. But this was only worked, well, no, it's worked on both sides, but this was just sheared off on the edges. This one here has worked both sides. It's not built on a flake. Very pretty, very beautiful piece. And then it's got a I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got a little slight gray line running up through it, and then kind of turns off to the side. It's kind of like a grass blade was caught in the rock or something, but it's a light gray color, streak, what you will. But been an interesting few days out at the plantation. Oh, I did want to show you something I got in Colorado. This is pretty neat. It's a, I guess you call it corn grinder or whatever. It's in really, really good shape. Found this out there while I was out there. Pretty cool. And maybe if you guys can tell me what these are. I've been finding a lot of these. They look like little shovel pieces. I don't know. Was that just, you know, the piece they hung on to when they were chipping their product out, or were these made this way for like little cutting tools with these tails? I'm finding just lots of tails on all these rocks. Little tools that I'm finding. And then you guys saw those. Those are old ones that I found from here. Some more. Plus, I don't know, 10 million pieces of pottery. Okay, that's it. I'm done.